Uh-oh, looks like somebody's NDA expired. Yes, Daisy Ridley let the cat out of the bag. Well, it was pretty much out anyway, especially if you actually sat through the Disney Star Wars films, the trilogy. I actually still, I think, yeah, Rogue One and Solo is, for all the crap it took, Solo is probably a distant second of their best films. Yeah, but the sequel trilogy, oh, good Lord. So many absolute sins against the franchise in total. So the deal is, it's almost as if it was, how can we be worse than Last Jedi with Rise of Skywalker? And they had to find a way to be worse. And I guess they kind of sort of did with bringing Palpatine back to life, which undoes everything the original films were about. You know, it was all leading up to when Anakin finally grabs Palpatine and throws him down that shaft. Well, oops, you missed, I guess. I don't know. Look, Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter. Isn't that shocking? So of course, Rey did the interview with Josh Gad, who was sitting in for the vacationing Jimmy Kimmel, who's on a sabbatical to soul searching because making amends for his nasty past. But that's another story. So Daisy was asked about when did she know that she was Rey was Palpatine's granddaughter, and she didn't, because she wasn't. And the theories, and there was fan theories about this, and perhaps rumors, I can't quite recall, but yes, they were going with the idea that she was a Kenobi. And I guess the idea of her being Luke's daughter was never going to be approached, because I suppose they thought that was too obvious. If you were confident in your craft and could make an engaging adventure, that could still work, but, well, we all know better now, don't we? So let's say they went with Kenobi. They could have addressed that with their standalone films, the Star Wars stories. They did Rogue One, they did Solo, and then, Solo lost money, so they canceled the whole idea. Well, had there been a plan, which we now know there was none. How many billions did they spend for this thing again? You have no plan. Oh my God. So a standalone Kenobi movie could have set up a story where there was some romance for Kenobi. The Clone Wars do allude to a woman that he had an interest in, and then I believe Darth Maul ends up killing her. I'm way behind on Clone Wars, but I think that's how that turns out. But either way, a Kenobi movie could have delved into these aspects of Kenobi we didn't know about. Or we reveal Kenobi had a larger family, a brother or sister, who, bears a child. And, these elements could be there to explain this as the movies go along, as they kind of fit in with one another. I often thought, for the story of Luke being a broken man and all of that, they should have had a Mara Jade standalone movie of the recast younger Luke, probably Sebastian Stan. There's now rumors they're going to go through with that now, apparently, for D+. I don't know, a little late now, but that the story could have been set up that ultimately Ben Solo kills Mara Jade, kind of like how Jason did in the, I guess he was Darth, what was it, Cadus, or I forget, in the original EU stuff, but, they canceled the EU. Why? Because Chewbacca had died and they didn't want him dead, something like that. But they could have utilized the plot points there and just reimagined them for their own, so they can have backstory and a foundation for this. And the idea of what would break Luke Skywalker could have been a broken heart. He'd never been in love before, and here he had a wife, and she's dead. Of course, I think that works better if it's later revealed that Rey is his daughter, and you would have had a more powerful story there, especially since this is supposed to be a family drama about this line of Skywalkers, and that she would be the next generation of Skywalkers, and then her father Luke would pass the baton to, and all that. But that's a problem, we need mystery boxes. The problem is your mystery box never has anything in it. So JJ, mystery box, it's just the tease. It's not even a box anymore. He just teases. And left, but he did leave teases that somebody with some competence could say, you know what, I could work this into something. Instead, Rian Johnson just came in and threw it out and replaced it with his hateful garbage. and laziness. And laziness was the rule of the day for the entire production of Lucasfilm. No plan, despite all the billions they spent. So yes, watching it, you can tell this, how incompetent it is. The only competence was in special effects, prop designs, costuming, the actors. Daisy Ridley deserves no blame for this. She's the face of it. She's been complaining she's not getting any work, and that's not right. I hope she gets a part soon, because she shouldn't be judged by Star Wars, because her character, Rey, supposed to be the face of the whole thing, the leader, never really got a story. They just sort of slapped some stuff in at the last minute and shoehorned in Palpatine, and there you go. Yeah, she never got anything. So you really can't judge her as an actress based on this movie, because she never got a story. The only one who did kind of get a story, well, two of them, I guess, more or less. Adam Driver got one for Kylo and Ben Solo, but yeah, kind of, sort of. Finn had a real development story in Force Awakens, and then gets completely ignored and turned into a clown for the rest of it, which is why John Boyega is upset. I guess his NDA is expired too. Boy, is he dumping all over the place. But if Rey's being kind of blacklisted or punished for this, that's just, Rey. See, I'm typecasting her. Daisy, having trouble getting work and stuff. That's unfair. That shouldn't be. And she probably, the way the conversation goes with her and Josh Gad, it sounds like she may not have been aware of just all this kind of the uproar that came afterward. Because it's obvious what the deal was, and that's when she revealed that they said, okay, you're going to be Palpatine's granddaughter. And then JJ, well, maybe not. During the production of Skywalker, good Lord, jeez, that's the most astounding thing. That's their achievement of how amazing it is, of how the incompetence that they achieved. For the sequel trilogy of Star Wars, and a massive franchise brought so low. I didn't mean it that way. Crashed and burned after all that money spent, and they had nothing to show for it, and then try to wrap it up in the usual, PC, whatever, identity politics nonsense, which is almost always, when it comes to entertainment, is merely a shield for lackluster work, and this is no different. And so appreciate Daisy Ridley's candor, and hope she's not harmed by this or typecast. I think hopefully she can find a role elsewhere that can show off her talents, because as far as Star Wars goes, we didn't get to see them because she didn't get anything. So she shouldn't suffer any punishment for this. And hopefully there's no one in power who was in power in Star Wars that could deliberately ruin her. Hopefully those people are the ones who should be getting the punishment and have no say-so whatsoever in any franchise ever. Because, well, you saw what they did. Unfortunately, J.J. Abrams has moved on to the DC universe and will be producing Justice League Dark. Well, we'll see. Rumors are he wants to do Superman and Green Lantern. Oh, good Lord. Oh, boy. Is Daisy Ridley up for Lois Lane? I don't I don't know. You want to take that call? Although she seems to be on good terms with JJ, so maybe she would. But whatever. Hopefully it works out for her. Best of luck to her. But just confirmation of what everyone could see just by watching the film.